Well, I figured it's time for another poll video since I have the last 2 episodes of Bleach the Third Phantom recorded already. So yes, that series will be coming to end in another 2 weeks, basically. And I figured I didn't want what happened with the last poll to happen with this one. With the last poll, Lord of the Rings: The Third Age would have won if the poll had gone on for a bit longer, because 2 more people showed up to vote for it, which would have put the vote 4-3 instead of the way it ended up being 3-2 with the Wild Arms series winning out, which I guess sort of sucks in a way. I also think I'm going to reduce the number of options in this poll, but people can still vote for as many of the options as they'd like, so I can pick the game people most agree with overall, instead of, just picking one choice. So yeah, the poll will be closed. Let's see, I gotta pull up my calendar. Can't move further out. Tuesday the 8th of December, so after my brother's birthdays, which are on the 3rd and 4th. Now, I guess I'll start throwing out the options, and I guess I'll throw in the .hack series again. Both of them. I keep putting them up here hoping they'll get votes, and they never do. I mean, I'll keep doing it. I'm determined. At some point, I might just throw them in the every other day schedule if I have to, because I like to cover them. I'll also put R. Talinko 1 and 2 back up on the poll again. I don't know too much about those games since I've never played them. And if you've watched my PS2 collection video, then yeah, my experience with them with any of the characters is from Cross Edge. So, is there anything else in here I'd like to cover? I want to do less games, but no. I'll put Devil Summoner out there again by Atlas from the Shin Megami Tensei series. I mean, the only game I've really covered that has any connections with that series so far is Demi Kids on the Game Boy Advance, which is relatively kid-friendly, to be honest. Devil Summoner is probably not the most mature of games either, I don't think. It's more serious, but at the same time, it's nothing so serious it's beyond the norm, in my opinion. I'll also put Eternal Poison out there if people are fans of tactical RPGs and they like a more gothic style game, and yes, this also has the Atlas label attached to it. That one's probably would work, but it may not. I'll also offer up Genji Dawn of the Samurai, a hack and slash game with some RPG elements thrown on top of it. I'm not the best at it, so if I do play it, it'll be on normal difficulty, not hard. It's a struggle for me to get past the boss on normal difficulty. The final boss, I should say. I don't want to even imagine how hard it'd be before they do it on hard difficulty without doing an obsessive amount of level grinding to basically just power my way through. But I'll put it out there. I'll also put up Growlancer Generations, the last game put out there by Working Design as well. And I think there's only... Sorry, I'm trying to get in there. Hopefully I didn't scratch down the teeth of the zipper. Anything else in here that really catches my interest? Almost done with IGPX. Only thing really left is to cover some optional races against Rocket G and his teammates. They'll be pains in my butts, and I'll have to really grind for cash to do one of them. Sorry, got bend over to yank up this binder. Let's see, because I got too much crap on my desk to fit it. I'll also put, that's the wrong game. Sorry, it's this one. I was going to put up Fellowship of the Ring. No. Lord of the Rings: The Third Age again. And I'm guessing this one's probably going to get the most votes if what happened previously is anything to go by. Is there anything else in this collection I'd really care to cover? I'll also put up the both Monokama games again as well. I mean, I think they got only one vote, but yeah, I have both of them. Albeit, I'll probably need a guide for playing these games if I want to get the true ending, or at least get access to one of the true endings, because you have multiple people you can choose to go with at the end of the first game. But yeah, I need a walkthrough to make sure I don't screw that up. I guess I could do a joke video for Metal Saga. Yeah, I guess I could. I'll put Metal Saga up there as well. But be warned, this game is probably not, I don't know how long it'd take me to cover this game. This game's got a lot of optional content and stuff in it. So there's people still trying to figure out, from what I've been told, possibly everything you can do in this game, because there's just a ton of content in it. It's also possible to beat the game, well, not beat the game, finish the game in like your first 5 minutes as a joke, because you can choose not to leave your starting town and not go out on an adventure. That's an actual ending. You'd think it'd be a joke ending or a non-ending or something, but no, it's an actual ending to the game you can get. I like doing MS Saga. I've covered those Naruto games before. None of these particularly interest me. I still can't believe there's a fishing RPG. Yes, there's an RPG where your goal is to catch the world's biggest fish. No, that'd be longer than I care for. Those aren't games, technically. No, I don't like those either. Probably need a guide for those two. I'll need a good ending. I will put up for vote the Shining games I have, which would be Shining Force, Exa, Neo, and Tears. Though I'm gonna warn you now, Tears has terrible loading times. Shining Force Neo is probably the best of the lot, but I'd probably start with the one I actually beat so far, which would be Exa. Albeit, it's definitely a rather average game and not particularly impressive, but I'll put it out there. Yeah, I don't really care for any of those games. I'll also put out there Stella Dios, or how you pronounce it. Another game published by Atlas, if not developed by it. And another tactical RPG. Though I honestly can't tell you much about the story, because I only played like the first couple maps before I put it down. Not because it was bad or anything, but because I was working on a lot of other games at the time, so I was just checking to see if it worked when I was playing it. Because GameStop's giving me only one really bum disc, but some of my games are so scratched up, as I've shown with my PS2 collection video with the A games, with Air Force Strike Delta barely being functional. That's worth checking sometimes to see if they'll play properly. I'll also put up all my Suikoden games I have. All 4 of them, yes. I mean, I have Tactics 3, 4, and 5. So yeah, that would be another relatively long series. At some point, I might go back to doing individual games instead of series of games, but sometimes it's interesting to see how they changed over time. I'll also put out there Tales of Legenda and Tales of the Abyss as a combo selection as well. I've only beaten Legend of, so I don't know anything about Tales of the Abyss. I know it's considered a favorite and it got a 3DS re-release, but that's about all I can tell you about it. Pretty sure I have the book around as well. Waldarms ain't up for an option at all because I have to do all the remaining games as is, so there's no point in offering up a vote on it. I mean, I guess it means I could get multiple of those games on the schedule at a time, but I'm not going to do that. And finally, I'll offer up Xenosaga. And yes, I have all 3 episodes. I imagine it would take a while, but these games are interesting because they seem to have changed quite a bit between the first game and the second game. And I don't know how much they changed again in the third game. There's definitely a lot of changes in the art style between the first game and the second episode. I don't know if that stays true in the third episode or not. Yeah, like I said, that was the last option. So that gives everyone a chance to vote until the 8th of December again. So, till next time then. See ya.